What's up, YouTube? It's the one and only Legend of Winning, aka Low. That consistently becomes a reoccurring theme is misinformation. Misinformation that unfortunately is trickled down and passed through a community that may not be willing enough nor able to actually go out of their way to be properly informed. And that's what I want to talk about in today's video. 2 to 3 weeks ago, Jimmy High Roller uploaded a video challenging the idea that 80s and 90s basketball, especially on the defensive end, was nowhere near as difficult as many ex-players and older people try to make it out to be. Now, let me be very clear on what I'm about to say. I support Jimmy High Roller, subscribe to his channel, hit the notification bell and everything, and watching that video from start to finish, I can tell you right now, there is a lot of misinformation in that video. And unfortunately, I don't believe Jimmy High Roller thoroughly understands how bad of a job he did of conveying the message that he was attempting to convey in that video. And unfortunately, because of that video and due to it touching literally over 1 million people, there have been a lot of people who have consistently attempted to regurgitate some of the talking points that I've seen in that video within the last 2 to 3 weeks without thoroughly understanding how misinformed they are. And so today, I'm going to try my hardest to not only correct, but rightfully inform as many people as I.
Hand checking made the game a lot more physically challenging. The D was a lot better. The rules today are completely bent towards offense. I think overall defense was worse, regardless of the fact that you can be infinitely more physical. That's what I mean. There are, but then again, I don't know. Listen, all I'm saying is I don't know. I don't know. Bro, you don't fucking watch sports? They don't play defense at all now? I don't think that they don't play defense at all now. You're comparing modern sports science, LeBron to Jordan. That's like saying Inspector Gadget shits on bozos who don't have rocket shoes. What the fuck is your point? You right about lots of stuff, but wrong about this one, big dog. I think it's crazy. Talk about a real sport like soccer. This argument is so stupid. Everyone thinks their time is the best time for everything. MJ was playing as plumbers and teachers or whatever is so fucking brain dead and not even true. It's not even about that. I think that the average player skill in the NBA in the 80s and 90s does not compare to the average player skill in the NBA now. And I also don't think that like today is the best time for basketball. I think tomorrow will be better. That's just science. Like inevitably, even outside of rule changes, like people become more knowledgeable about diets. People become more knowledgeable about the medicine that they take. Like there are real fucking freaks out there now. You got dudes with incredible ball handling who are ambidextrous, can fucking shoot, and they're like minimum 6'8". It's nuts. That shit was like non-existent, I think, in the NBA in the 80s and 90s. It was a unique circumstance. Anyway. This is ridiculous. It's worse than your Gatorade take. I've opened up a storm, I think.
Possibly can.
Clarification added to prohibit handshaking through rigid enforcement, allowing a defensive player to retain contact with his opponent so long as he does not impede his opponent's progress. So, since 1979, it has been completely illegal to handshake players in the NBA.
Not really. The rule that Jimmy High Roller is referring to was the NBA's first attempt to try to reduce the impact of handshaking in the NBA, but it failed miserably for multiple reasons. For starters, it allowed the defensive player to put their hands on the hip of the offensive player so long as it did not impede their progress. Now, the reason why this rule was such a massive failure is because
I literally asked my cousin who plays for the CBA in China over WeChat, and he told me to stop listening to you.
unless the offensive player was making an obvious or dramatic move from one hand to the next, attempting to switch directions, there's no way that the referees were going to know how much pressure the defensive player was applying with a hand check that could potentially be impeding their progress.
6, and the Knicks 4. And there is the foul on Harper for the hard hand check.
And it was almost like Derek Harper was going to see what he could get away with, and Joe Crawford all over it.
It's hard to tell how much resistance he is showing with that hand check.
Barb, you were talking about how much pressure does Derek Harper put on. First of all, you're allowed a light hand check, but not to impede the progress of the dribble. So it's just a matter of the officials putting a little bit more closer look into the hand check. The rules are intact.
So yeah, the rule that Jimmy High Roller is referring to did not eliminate hand checking, simply because the rule was written way too loosely and it still gave way too much judgment call on the referees, in which, for the most part, referees
Warriors ruin basketball, a bunch of nerds. Why couldn't they just become CI analysts like normal people? Steph Curry's a liberal. That's from the devil.
still allowed players to hand check and potentially even impede the progress of offensive players when they were trying to make their moves. But more importantly, the real reason why I know for a fact the rule that Jimmy High Roller is referring to did not eliminate hand checking is because before the 1994-1995 season, there is a rule that specifically and exclusively states that you can no longer hand check in the back.
Curry's wife follows Libs of TikTok on Twitter. That's what I'm saying, dude. He's not a liberal. He's a reactionary right winger, and everybody knows that. Okay? He just to hide it. You know, Golden State and all. Have you hooped with any NBA players? Yes. The only NBA player I've ever hooped with is Meta World Peace. And he was cooking motherfuckers. LeBron is a Christian Democrat while Jordan learned basketball from the Cuban Communist Party. No. Okay. Jokes aside, Jordan is, his politics are awful. And also an all-around bad guy. Come on. Even the biggest Jordan dick riders will be the first to recognize that. That's crazy. I met Blake Griffin, but I never played basketball with him. Yeah. All right. We're done. Yeah, Jordan is a phenomenal basketball player, but just all around bad guy outside of that. That's it. Like, genuinely, like a bad dude. So much so that I think there was like a deliberate rebranding to make it seem like his badness is what made him so good at basketball, which I don't agree with. But like, oh yeah, you have to be a bad guy to be that good at basketball. Anyway, here's a good guy who I would like to have on the broadcast, the Turkish legend. I'm gonna go pee while the goat plays.
Here comes the help. Goes baseline, goes glass, and scores.
And that's what it's got to be. When Wemby's not on him, go quick, take advantage. Double team couldn't get there in time.
They have been giving up a couple of back doors lately. Not an overabundance, but just too many.
And this time Şengün with the howitzer hook off the glass. And the Rockets moved on to another error. How about a little crossover move by Green? And Jeff Green gives it up to Şengün back in, and the shot put goes down. Şengün gonna back it in on Collins. Now picks up the dribble, steps back off 1 foot. Little fade and fire is good. And you see Victor Wembanyama is out there to start the second half, and he is not able to recover in time as Şengün pounds it down.
Spurs went on a run when he was off the floor because he had to guard him honest.
That's their 8th make, his first. He's got 9 down low. Şengün drop step and score. He is going to work here in this third quarter.
Yeah, and I spoke with the Spurs front office. They thought Cassell would be more of a defender, you know, coming out of college, but he can really score the basketball. As Şengün's just going to town inside. And
the Rockets are down. Deep three, Van Vliet. Nope. Şengün tapped it in.
I always say when he's active on the glass, he's best.
Now plays it to Şengün. He'll drive in the lane, he'll spin, he'll stop, he'll score as this dominant third quarter continues, and there's still 4:40 plus remaining in it.
Are you surprised he's doing so well in the lane despite being undersized? That's because he's Turkish.
Şengün in on Collins. Back to Green, right back to Şengün. And one. His second against the Rockets this year. He's starting to stack those up upon one another here as of late. Şengün for 3. It's his night. Another deflection by Şengün. Picked up by Van Vliet. He gets it back. Oh my goodness, the softest leg with more. What more can Alfred Şengün do? Lost number 17 of those 18 games against the Rockets. Uh-oh,
no way.
And Wembanyama gets recovered.
Wow, look at that. Look at that.
You blocked my shot 2 or 3 times. Go to town. Get some on the hezzy. He knows he's still in the play. You know what?
Oh. Back to Şengün again on Wembanyama. Over the shoulder, and the hook shot rolls down.
He cooked his lanky ass, dude. That's crazy. Disrespectful. Disrespectful. He said, what do you have them noodle arms for? You know what I mean? What's that good for? Nothing. Nothing. Okay? Bro's just tall. That's it. Said he better learn Chinese, more like better learn Turkish, buddy. Better learn Turkish. How does it feel that the most well-known Greek is an NBA champion, 2-time MVP, most well-known Turk is Enes Kanter? Okay, first of all, like, don't even fucking start with this. Greece only acknowledged him when he started winning in the most racist European way possible, okay? Don't even. Turkey would have fucking welcomed him with open arms, okay? From the jump. Suck my dick. Oh, he's Greek. He's Greek, by the way, guys. Oh, he's Greek. Hidayet Türkoğlu is more well known than Enes. Yeah, obviously, listen, Alperen Şengün is doing the Lord's work here, okay? And he's making everyone forget that Enes Kanter ever played basketball. Who's Enes Kanter? He's like a political commentator, right? He's like some fucking right-wing shithead, I think. That's what I've heard. Did he play basketball? I'm not sure. Also, we claim Jokic as well. You know, Ottoman connection, that sort of thing. So technically, he's also Turk. Dude, shut the fuck up. Balkan AC 1314. He's like, listen, I've been subscribed to you for 41 months. This is a bridge too far. You fucking piece of shit. No, it's fine. He's the Ottoman son. Dude, it's great basketball genetics. It comes from the Ottoman lineage. It's not an accident. Look at Alperen Şengün. You know, many such examples in the Balkans. That's just how it is. That's how it works. It's fine. You can cope. Even the Greeks technically also roll into Turk by that same logic. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say is true. Okay? This man, Hasan, this man has avoided the top of the hour ad break for 41 months in a row. This is his last month avoiding the ad break. He's like, I'm done. I'm done supporting your ass. Maybe you were a neo-Ottomanist after all. Oh, here's the thermal ad break now. Basketball Janissary? Yeah, that's what that is what the Janissary program was. That's what it was. It was for basketball. Onurat Bilim is pretty fucking good. Show Chicago some love. Yeah, this is...
has been starting.
This dude's last name is Bitim değil. Oh, I thought it was Bilim. I didn't even know.
He becomes the number one option.
The finisher. Kind of, not really.
It's reserves, and he's going to have a field day, which he's doing right now.
Unrestricted free agent at the end of this season. Final year of a 5-year deal. But Team, the rookie, trying to hang with Curry, misfired it. Payton with the...
will make you pay.
Bateem, Carter, Caruso, Vucevic, and Dosunmu for the Bulls. Trace Jackson Davis has played really well as of late. He's trying to guard Vucevic with a nice move.
Someone said it's showing highlights and lowlights. Yeah, dude, what the fuck is this guy doing? Show the highlights only, man. You're disrespecting. It's fucked up. Don't look at the lowlights.
Thompson, quick release. Wouldn't go. Caruso. DeRozan working on Paul. Two of the all-time greats. Won't go. Nice rebound by Drummond. Out to Bateem for three.
Look at that. Oh, think about it like it went in, okay? Think about it like, imagine how sick it would be if that went in. Stop saying all the Turks shoot like me, okay? It's cool when you're comparing it to Alperen Şengün. Not so cool if you say it right after Onurat Bitim's missed three-pointer that was like fucking wide open. Anyway, let's...
One more. Now goes at Wembanyama. There's the help.
Oh! Yo, no, double him in the paint. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Beating San Antonio is always sweet. Go ahead, get another one.
So clean. So clean. So fucking clean, dude. It's crazy.